Our long-awaited final seasonal is arriving tomorrow. Over in this teaser that we've just received, we see Hula walking across and then all of a sudden finding a book on the floor, and all of the seasonals looking at all of these different books, and then at the very end, Spirit looking into a book. And as they are looking into a book, a very loud shh happens. Almost to say as though Spirit should be silenced. Now, seeing as though Spirit was cut off right here, it seems to be hinting that this is very law related, and that perhaps Spirit was going to spill us a bit of beans towards what this seasonal was going to be. Now, for you guys who haven't seen as well, inside of the Summer Song trailer, we got a tease as well towards the element behind this seasonal. It was revealed to be a book too, so there's lots of book theming going on with this seasonal. And if you guys haven't checked out already my final seasonal predictions video, make sure to go and check that out as well, as this is a follow-up video to that today. So first of all then, what seasonal event is this gonna be now based on this teaser? Spirit was silenced, so it's very law related as we've been over, and with Psychic Island now being our final island that this seasonal is going to be tied to, as all of the Orc seasonals, as they have been dubbed, that have been releasing on the seasonal Shanty are going to go to islands in the future. It does beg the question, how will this link to Psychic Island itself, as it's got to in some format? And with all the teasers that we have right now, I'm getting the feeling that this could potentially be related to the Thumpies verse. If we had another Sponkers bio, for those of you who don't know, the Thumpies verse is referenced, the home dimension to all of the Thumpies. And with this in mind, I do think, going by the book being very totem themed and all of the Thumpies totems being a very important thing inside of the lore, there could be a potential connection to the Thumpies verse. I think there's an awful lot of lore related things that this could be tied to this seasonal, which makes it really exciting. But I do think 100% regardless of whether it is or it isn't related to the Thumpies verse, it's going to be tied to a very specific kind of lore inside of the My Singing Monsters universe. For example, with Monculus, we had that very specific tie-in, didn't we, with Bubble Right, which all of the Ethrals are made from, and the Wobblins. So I do expect that kind of a lore integration with this, where it's very specific to one kind of thing. I think that's going to happen totally with this seasonal. With its design now, we have a lot more to go off of now, with all of these books scattered across the floor everywhere. We've got some very basic books, then we've also got books with mouths on, and this really opens up the gate now for what we could expect. I think the teeth along the books are certainly hinting towards the design, and I do think at the very end, the book that Spirit is holding is our biggest hint towards this seasonal. It appears to be a very core feature of this seasonal monster. There's a lot of detail on this book, and it clearly is an item that is going to be used by this new monster. And going by this, I want to investigate this book a little bit, as honestly, I think this looks like a fusion between Octopus and a Colossal's nose. Now, hear me out here, hear me out. If we go on over to Plant Island right now and put this book up on screen, you can see the link here. The noses align almost. I don't know if I'm making this up, but the noses just look like an identical match to me. So maybe that's just an odd reference there, but the Colossals could be coming in on the story right now, guys, even though I don't believe that's going to happen. I think that would be really cool. I think as well, seeing as though we got lots of books, the librarian route appears to be a route that is definitely opening up for this monster, or just rather a monster heavily based on books. Going by the colours of the book that Spirit is holding too, there's very creamy tones, and therefore I do think that we're going to expect them kind of colours to come out of the seasonal, but imagining that on Psychic Island is kind of a different story. So even though I do expect those kinds of colours amongst it, I do think we're going to get some differing colours on its actual body, as honestly I don't see those kinds of colours making their way to Psychic Island by themselves. So maybe the colours differ to the book, although it is very hard to say, isn't it? I think the teeth though and the book are definitely going to make their way to its design regardless though. For its sound, we've been over the majority of my predictions for this sound. I'm really hoping that it fills out the Shanty song, as you guys know from my other video, but I want the drums, I need the percussion. It's their final chance, so if I could drill it in one last time, you guys know I'm gonna drill it in. I think though there is a bit of a revelation inside of this teaser, as at the very end a monster goes shh at the very end, shh. So it almost seems as though, I could be getting my hopes up here, but it almost seems as though it could be a vocalist as well as an instrumentalist. Now I think the instrumentalist parts have to come into this monsters in some way, delay, because this is the final monster for the seasonal Shanty, and we really need that percussionist. But seeing as though we heard it at the very end of that teaser, it seems like it could be a vocalist as well, which is really cool. And if that is the case, it would be an awesome way to end the seasonal Shanty. Just saying, my singing monsters, if you do pull that out of the bag, that would be really cool. I did mention previously as well in my other video how the sound has actually been revealed for this monster. I pointed you guys in the wrong direction though. It was revealed inside of the My Singing Monsters Composer teaser for the new seasonals inside of the Composer app. So if you guys want to go and look at that, you're welcome to go ahead and do so. I'm not going to go back though. I don't know what it sounds like. I don't want to know because I want to be surprised tomorrow. So if you want to go and check out some spoilers, you're more than welcome to go there before tomorrow. Now this is the seasonal Shanty finale, guys, as well. They've got to go out with a whiz bang. They've got to pull something out here, I do think, to make this island memorable and just pull it all together. This island, unbelievably now, has been going on for almost a year and 2 weeks. How exciting, huh, guys? And how weird as well to see the island conclude so much later. Amber Island is going to be a lot earlier finishing than this one, but still, there's got to be something, I think, to pull this together. Even just that percussion that we've been wanting all this time is more than enough. But that at the very end gets me excited for a vocalist part inside of this Monsters tracks as well. So maybe that could be the case, but regardless, it's got to live up to its title, this one, and bring some stuff to the Shanty that is going to make this island go down in the history books as being a cool one. And not just that, it's got to have a cool event, I do think. Looking at that book that Spirit was holding though, I have no doubt that this event is going to be really cool, as there's lots of hints towards this being something quite revolutionary. So I don't think we have anything to worry in that department. I think it's going to be very exciting, whatever it is going to be, especially going by that teaser that we got for it as well. Looking at the quality of this teaser, it honestly looks like they're hyping it up, which is really exciting. They seem to know that it's something big, this final seasonal, and that it's going to mean a lot to everyone, so that is a really good sign, I do think. Overall, just let me know down below what you think is going to be, guys, this seasonal event, and what you think this seasonal monster is going to look like, and everything you want out of it, as always. And make sure to leave a like if you enjoy, guys, and to subscribe down below too. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final seasonal monster. How am I saying this right now? I don't know. Oh my gosh, let's hope it lives up to its name, guys. That's all we can hope. I'll see you guys later though for the new seasonal tomorrow. Bye, guys.